I've always been a fan of Mortal Kombat games, especially the Mortal Kombat Project games, but not anymore. In fact, I hate even hearing about the game. One day I was surfing the web for some games for my emulators and happened to come upon a game called Mortal Kombat.exe. I'm not going to give out the link for the safety of you and your computer, but anyways, I thought it would be boring and dull. But when I looked at the RAM it took up, it said that it takes 2 GB. So I thought to myself that the game would be exciting because I never downloaded a Mortal Kombat game that took so much memory. So I clicked on the download link and started downloading the game. Surprisingly, it took over 4 hours for the entire game to download. The download did finish, but that's when things started to get weird. The download box popped up letting me know that the download was finished, so I clicked run. And then my laptop screen burst into static and started playing a frequently high-pitched sound. Then the laptop literally went black. I then grunted to myself in anger trying to turn my laptop back on. After a few tries, my laptop finally turned on. The same as it was before, except for there was the game on my desktop. I thought to myself that the laptop probably just crashed from the large download, so I clicked on the game and started playing. There was no music playing, the screen showed Goro and there were the words arcade, versus, practice, options, and exit. So I clicked arcade and the Mortal Kombat 1 arcade theme burst out of my speaker violently, nearly shaking the whole house. So I muted my computer thinking nothing of the sound and what came up. I couldn't believe. The character selection screen came up showing a total of 276 characters. I was amazed. This was the best Mortal Kombat ever. So I selected one of my favorite characters, Chameleon. Only there were 6 versions of him, so I chose the Mortal Kombat Trilogy Chameleon. Then the box popped up on the selection screen saying choose stage. There was a total of 500 stages, only making the game better. So I chose my favorite place to fight, the Mortal Kombat 1 pit. When I selected the stage, Shao Kahn's voice said, "Good choice, Lane." 2 things then popped up into my head. 1, how did he know my name? And 2, how is his voice coming up even though my speakers are muted? Then the loading screen came up. I had to fight Hydro, a Mortal Kombat Project character. So I started fighting and finally I got to the point where Shao Kahn's voice said, "Finish him." Then a box popped up showing a list of names. 1 was my friend's name, Jordan. So I clicked Jordan, just for fun. And then another box came up saying choose fatality. Then a box popped up saying fatality 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and stage fatality. I thought that it was awesome that every character had 10 fatalities and a stage finisher, so I chose stage fatality. When I clicked stage fatality, I showed my character Chameleon uppercutting Hydro, causing him to fall into a pit spikes. At the bottom, when he hit the ground, very realistic blood shot out of him as he screamed in agony, but Hydro's scream nearly broke my speakers as that it was so loud. I was angry that I kept hearing noises from the game as I'd muted my computer, and confused as why the noises were so loud. Then the words "Chameleon wins fatality" came up on the screen, but there was no Shao Kahn saying the name and fatality. Then Shao Kahn's voice came up saying, "You will never win, Lane." And I mean loud. Then a bunch of pop-ups saying Mortal Kombat.exe is not responding came up, crashing my laptop. I was frightened. I tried to turn my laptop back on, but it would not power on. I thought that it must have been a virus. Angrily, I put my laptop thinking to myself that I could try to fix it. In the morning, since I'm good with computers, I didn't went to bed trying to sleep but still thinking about why the game knew my name. I woke to a ringing noise. It was my iPhone 4. I looked at my phone to check what time it is. 2:30 a.m. I didn't answer the phone only to hear my friend's mom crying. I asked her to tell me what was wrong, and what the sirens on the backgrounds was. She told me that the sirens were police and ambulance sirens, that Jordan was dead and he had several large holes in his body. I bolted downstairs trying to turn my laptop, but the message box popped up saying, "Thank you for playing, Lane, but I told you you would never win." I was screaming and crying in horror and despair as several message boxes popped up saying, "Never." Then the worst thing ever happened to me. A bunch of pictures of dead adults, children, and babies popped up on the screen. Then a message box popped up saying, "Look at him." Then a picture of my friend Jordan was shown. His eyes gouged out and his intestines popped up, laying on the floor. He also had several glory holes on his body. The screen then went black and Mortal Kombat font came up saying, "Lane wins fatality." The screen then went black. This is a construction of the last screen Lane would have seen. It has been for 4 months since the incident, and I am traumatized by it. just like anybody else would be. The police found the man who killed Jordan. Oddly, he's the creator of the game I downloaded yesterday. I was flipping through the channels on my TV, and I saw Jordan's killer in the court on a TV show. I had to watch after about 5 minutes. The judge asked him what he had to say before he was sentenced to death. He responded by looking at the camera and saying, "Lane, you will never win," violently laughing as the bailiff carried him away.